Jeff's log. I'm making a video on our trip to Idaho this summer. And this video is mostly for me to remember what we did and show my kids what we did on our trip. I'm gonna make it public, so if anybody's interested in going around Idaho, they might see some things they might be interested in doing. But I'm no expert, I'm no travel guide. This is just a family video. I'll freely answer any questions that anybody has, but it's not a professional video and I'm not a professional travel agent, so I may have got some things wrong here and there. Enjoy. Jeff's log, we're in Idaho, we're in Boise, and we decided to stop off for dinner at White Dog Brewing. Apparently, dog friendly. Cool. Jeff's log. So last night we stayed at Mountain Home Inn, and little tip, don't snooze in a motel room because the people next door might actually hear your alarm going off and off and off and off and off, and you're sleeping through it. And then eventually you decide to hit snooze, and then later it goes off and off and off. Anyway, be courteous. Jeff's log. Jeff's log, we were in Mountain Home last night, and this morning we're in Bruneau Dunes State Park. A little bit of the scenery off here to the east. See what we got here for this state park. Planning on doing some sandboarding. See what that's like. We got here at 7, thinking we would get this done before it gets too hot, and then move on with the rest of the things we have planned today. But the visitor center is not open till 9. So we're just gonna venture and see what we see. $7 to get in. Even though the booth is closed, we could pay with an envelope. And maybe we can still do the dunes. We might just run down the dunes. So apparently this is one of the dunes that you climb up and ride down on the boards. They don't open till 9, the visitor center, dang it. We're planning on being gone by then. Or maybe we'll hang out and do one quick and then go. We'll walk up to the top, see what it's like. I'm the king of the world. Made it to the top. Not an easy feat. Here comes Mom. She's gonna do it.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Oy.
Pretty cool. Mom's running down the bunny hill. Don't have a toboggan. Not as fun. Yay! Made it. Not very fast, but safe.
Yeah.
So we're walking to Pillar Falls. This looks like it might not be the best coming back up. Get a good workout, but look at the scenery. Cool. They say no swimming. Let's see what that means when we get down there. I wanted to go walk out on those rocks in the middle of the river, but we got all the way down there and you couldn't get any further. So I guess we have to take a kayak upriver next time, if there is a next time, to see that area. Jeff's log. We're now e-bike touring around the Snake River Canyon. They got a rim trail. Goes here. Here's a lookout. Other side of the bridge from where we were earlier on our hike. Ryan and Bailey, look. Golf course down in the valley. Waterfall over there in the distance, hard to see. We've got a little park here, right by the Pirine Bridge. See what we can do with this lookout here. There's that golf course. Kayaking down the Snake. They were base jumping off of the bridge here earlier. That's where we're going, down there by those falls. Shoshone Falls in Twin Falls, Idaho. And all the visitors over there. Yep. This is where Evel Knievel tried to jump across in that X2 rocket thing that they had built. Pretty cool bike path that goes all the way down to those falls and back. Got Lisa behind me. Winds all the way to Shoshone Falls and then back into town. Pretty cool. Don't be fooled by these e-bikes. We have pedal assist, and so even with pedal assist, yeah, it was really hard to come back up from Shoshone Falls. I stopped and walked for a bit. Pedal assist is really cool, but it's not going to save you on every hill. Jeff's log. So after biking, we decided to go to Second South Market food court. We got pho. They've got sushi over there. Cafe that's got beignets. I'm going to try beignet later, I think. Not sure what they're serving over there, or coffee. We got Grill Master meats, like wings, barbecue, and pizza, and a bar. And good company. That's long. Cooley Waterfall. This one we get to hike down and go behind. Here we go. Cool. Ah! I just got wet. Backside of a waterfall. There we go. Nice and cool in here. Jeff's log. Today we're doing a tandem kayak ride down the Snake River a little bit, and we're going to, I think they call it Blue Lake Springs. Is that what they call it? Do you know? Something like that. Supposed to be some cool little bay that has pretty clear water up here, about 1.5 miles. Nice calm water. Jeff's log. So we made it. I think it's called Blue Springs, something like that. See how clear the water is? Just this little bay type of thing along the Snake River. Sandy bottom, clear waters, lots of people here visiting. Pretty cool. Bunch of pelicans coming up into the river from, I don't know, some little inlet. And more pelicans. They must like this water filtration plant area. Just log, we're at Craters of the Moon. This is Inferno Cone. You can hike to the top of this. Interesting scenery. Doing some construction here, platform all around here. Gonna be seeing a few things. Let's hike up the Inferno Cone. Goes on forever. There's another one over here. We'll go up in a second. Get up to the top of this little hike and it goes down inside. Okay, you down in there. Neat. Spatter cone area. So we got up to the top of this one and we look down and there's snow in there. Look really closely, you see an orange hat. That belongs to Lisa. Out there until somebody decides to go get it. Rock formations are crazy. Just a whole field of basalt rock. Those cones that we just walked up. Now we're going to try the caves. We had to have a special permit, which really means they just tell you don't wear anything that you've worn in another cave, in this cave, to save the bats. So, walk down this path and get to the caves. I feel like we're walking through Mordor. Frodo Baggins, Samwise. Hope we don't see any orcs. Cool features, all this rock. There's a little pathway in the middle of it. That's the beginning of the cave that we're going to go into. Indian Cave. So this one's called Indian Tunnel, not Indian Cave. And they say that the Shoshone tribe used these for protection, and there's some statues in here that they made that may have some kind of significance to their culture. Vlog. We're traveling to Stanley, Idaho. This is some of the mountain view that you get on the trip. Cool mountains. Just vlog. We made it to Redfish Lake. So here's what we have. A little marina here where you can rent boats, kayaks. People hang out. That's the lodge. Paddle boats, and then we're gonna hike. Yeah, and Lisa, we're gonna hike up over this area to some other lakes. We're taking the Bench Lakes trek. Here we go.
156 seems to be my point.
Just the two of us out here in the middle of nowhere, hiking up to Bench Lakes. Redfish Lake. On our hike, I heard water. Little bubbling brook. I don't know, would that be called a brook? I think Woody the Woodpecker has been around here. Gone a little bit less than a mile now. A little bit higher up these switchback paths. Oh, we got people coming down. So we made it to the fork to go to the Bench Lakes, 3/4 of a mile that way. We've come the 3 miles from the trailhead, and then we're gonna walk back that way to the lodge. Sawtooth National Recreation Area.
In the water.
Bench Lake number 1. Cool mountain views behind. Bench Lake number 2. Clearer water, better scenery with the mountains behind. They say 3, 4, and 5 are even better. You get closer and deeper. We're not going to go that far today.
Or tomorrow.
Or anytime soon. Got some people over here camping. Can make your way up here and camp. Pretty cool. Looking back by Bench Lake number 1. Taking a different route back from the Bench Lakes, walking the ridge line back into Redfish Lake Lodge. Walking this ridge all the way along Redfish Lake, this big long oval lake. Pretty cool. More views of Redfish Lake along the walk back. On the way back down, come across a bridge. And I don't know, river, creek, what are you gonna call this? Something to get cold with. High Country Inn room. Pretty swaggy. You're all dirty. And then our view outside. The mountains there. There's a whole bazaar going on over here I'm gonna go check out. Yay. There's where we're staying. And here's a street we're walking down. Restaurant closed. Different log cabin buildings over there. Dirt road. Buildings make it look like you're back in the Western times. It's pretty cool. Gonna try this pizza place. Monday, July 21st, we wake up. Gonna head to the bakery here in Stanley, but just wanted to show you what, or have a memory, I guess, of the beautiful scenery that you get here in Stanley. Outside your door and these mountains right there. Pretty cool. Yes, log. Today we are at Redfish Lake Corrals and we're gonna go on a horseback ride. Should be fun.
Yeah.
All the horses saddled up and waiting for us. I think they just got back. I wonder if they have to go again.
Jeff's log.
Take turns. That's Log, and I am on Logger here. It's my horse. Nice little ride. Guy in front of me. Mountain views. Corral. Yeah, Lisa, bring it up there. You are. More views from our horseback ride. Still back there on tug. How we doing, logger? How we doing? Here I am again on logger. Hi, logger. And the view. Wow. Here we come up over the ridge, back into those wonderful views. Good job, logger. Park Creek overlook. I imagine this was a little more beautiful before the fire went through. This is just outside of Stanley on the way to Kirkham Hot Springs, which is what we're going to see next. Cool mountains. Other side, we didn't see this side, I don't think, before. Stopping off at Kirkham Hot Springs. See what they do here. See where it's coming out of the mountain. The color. The rocks. It's changed. Kirkham Hot Springs. So we found our spot. It comes down here, right into this little area, and then you just chill, and it's like a hot tub. You can go farther out over there, get a little bit cooler, get closer to the river water or closer up to the spring coming in, and get it hotter. It's only about belly button deep when I sit down on the bottom. But it's really warm right here where I am. Actually hotter than the hot tub that we were in yesterday. Pretty cool.
Death log. I get to do death log. How cool is that? This is the lugster sitting in the middle of a waterfall at the warm springs. Death log!
Death log. We're waiting for our dinner in McCall, Idaho. So this is kind of like the waterfront area. Cool little place to walk, and found this little place to see out on the lake, Payette Lake. We might do some paddleboarding on Payette Lake tomorrow. We'll see what we want to do. We have zip lining and then whatever we want to do the rest of the day before we head out to Ontario on our way home. Walked along sidewalk here, a little bit further along the lake. Cool little park along Payette Lake. Jeff's log. Today we're headed up into the mountains and we're gonna do some zip lining at McCall Zip. We're hoping that pretty soon this dirt road turns into the parking lot for McCall Zip Line. We see some little yellow signage every once in a while to keep going this way. So we are up and up and up. Found it. Parking over here on the right. Well, there's rope course over there, I see. Cool. Looks like there's some ropes course stuff here. And we're hunting huckleberries. Where?
I don't know.
Is it all these things?
I don't see any bears.
These things are here?
Oh, probably. Hopefully. We'll take them back with us just to make sure. I've had stuff with huckleberries in it.
I'm your huckleberry. Jess log. Lisa is getting hooked up to do her cannonball zip line here. There she goes. Here she goes. There she goes.
I am so honored. I get to do Jeff's log twice in one trip. If you can see, Jeff is coming through those trees. There he is. This is the longest zip line that we've done today, and our last one. You should be able to see him about now. Coming in. Flying hard. Try not to get too fuzzy, too wonky. Whee! There he is. Woohoo!
Here comes Haley, looking like a pro. Doesn't need any brake system, all by herself. More McCall. We've got the ice bumper cars in the skating arena over there where they play hockey, I think. The ocean over here, or sorry, the Pyatt Lake over there. Food cart area. Cool stuff. So apparently this is the place to come. Ice Cream Alley. You can see there's a line. You order over there. Window, and pick up over here. And this is a single, so judge accordingly. It's pretty big for a single. So we saw a sign on the way to Ontario that said Idaho's best candy store in Weiser. We think it might be Weiser, Idaho. And we decided to take a little detour and check it out. Let's see what they got in here. So we found the fudge section. We're gonna get a square of the Heath fudge and a square of the chocolate fudge. We're in Ontario, so we're gonna go to Mackey's. People said that's the place to go if you're not going to Romeo's Pizza. Jeff's log. We are driving back home and we're driving along the freeway. And it looks like we've got the prop here for part of Top Gun Maverick. Pretty cool. Don't know where they're taking it or what they're doing. Kind of interesting though.